Hi, hello, how is everyone doing? This is a debate video between me and Dual Rotor Helicopter discussing things about hit game, totally accurate battlegrounds, TABG. This is not a video about anything else. If you thought it was, I would appreciate it if you stayed around, but I wouldn't judge you if you left. I hope you're excited to watch this video while you do your laundry or do the dishes or whatever the fuck you're doing, because, let's be real, who's gonna intently watch this shit? But this debate we are doing right now is a debate between whether it is better to prone while reviving someone, or while standing and moving around while reviving someone in TABG. I will be taking the side of proning. Duel will be taking the side of standing. Duel, would you like to say hi?
Hey all, this is Duel here. This is my voice. The other voice you'll hear in this recording will be Gyoza. And to reiterate, my stance is that for most fights you should be standing around or standing up and picking up your teammates a lot of the time.
And my point is that you should prone and revive them or commit to fighting the enemy. Now, without further ado, let's just get straight into the debate. Duel, would you like to start?
Alright, well, I am of the opinion that although proning is fairly useful sometimes, especially if you don't feel like you can fight the people who have downed your teammate, a lot of the times you want to stand and have your gun out and be ready to fight and abandon and pick up, or you want to be ready to take a fight, and a lot of times that means not proning.
The point of you have to be able to fight, I think you can go from proning to fighting. I think that's not that big of a leap. I don't think you have to be standing to be ready to fight. And you're significantly more vulnerable while you're standing. And I'll tell you what, there's one thing about standing that proning that you can't deny. When somebody sees someone standing in a relatively small area, not moving much, you know what we do as tryhards? We go, holy shit, free kill.
We immediately kill.
Like, holy shit. It go, like, fucking, that one screenshot of the fucking Fortnite finding the golden gun or whatever. It's like, holy shit, free kill.
But a lot of the time, by being able to stand, I can shoot back and make sure people back the fuck off. And I can actually respond, because you can't fucking shoot easily when you're prone.
You can't. That's why you unprone. If someone shoots you while you're revving someone, unprone and go fucking kill them. Or stay proning and commit to the rev. Because you're not going to shoot them while proning. If you shoot them while trying to proning and rev your teammate, you're going to shoot your teammate. That's stupid.
Well, what I want to say is that when you're fighting good players, yes, you need to make sure they're dead. You can't, like, not fucking, you're not going to try picking up unless it's really fucking necessary. But a lot of the times it's a fairly newer person you're fighting, or maybe a group of somewhat middling players, and they'll shoot your teammate, they'll kill them, or you want to make sure your teammate doesn't fucking die. You want to make sure your teammate doesn't fucking die, and you have to be there for that. And so you can move around while shooting it back. You can try doing a bit of dodging.
But you can't really dodge while you're revving a teammate. You either commit to the rev or you go fucking kill them. You go shoot them in the face.
That's why I have some video clips.
Oh,
that's why I have some video
evidence?
clips.
You brought evidence?
I brought evidence.
Okay. Well, I have more hours.
Do we have this?
I win the discussion.
Do we have this on the B cam? Do we have this on the B cam?
Yes. Hold up.
Then we can see B Eater needs to save B Eater here from dying. Okay. And so B Eater sees there's this guy, downs him. Hey, looks like it's pretty safe. He only got down. You see that? He only got down.
Yeah. Go prone.
And so naturally,
prone here.
I want to pick you up, but what if I get jumped from any direction where this guy could be? He could be coming from the right, he could be coming from the left, he could be coming from above. The last thing I want to do is get caught on the ground with my ass out on the prone. I want to pick you up because, hey, I'm at 63 HP. I don't have time to bandage. I need you to be alive so that I don't fucking die. And so I need to be able to defend myself somewhat, but I have no choice but to pick you up here and just hope I don't die. But in case someone tries to kill me, hey, look at this. My gun's out. I'm looking everywhere where he could come from, and then we get you up. That's my belief. That in a lot of cases like that, it's not worth trying to prone because it's not fucking safe. It's not safe to try proning.
Now here comes the crux of my argument. I see your point, and that is another reason for proning. Okay, this might just be from personal experience. When I see somebody proned, it takes me a second to process holy shit, they're prone, and my aim is off. They are at a similar disadvantage you are. Yes, you're prone, but also, yes, you're prone, they can't shoot them. But you're prone, they can't shoot you.
Well, okay.
You are behind there. Okay, you see 2 dead people.
No, they can. I see 2 dead people. I know one person should be the only one who's dead. I see 2 people laid on top of each other. Hey, that looks really weird. I'm gonna shoot at that. And typically, they'll freak the fuck out. Okay. And they'll do what you're saying, where they just immediately abandon it.
Okay, exactly. If you get caught with your pants down, fucking go kill that guy.
But what I'm saying is that by proning on top
But if they panic and shoot you, especially if they're a newer to mid-tier player, like you say, they might shoot the wrong person. And if they shoot the wrong person, guess what? You didn't get shot. You can go ahead, mop the floor with them, then go pick up your teammates.
But when I'm picking someone up and they're shooting the person who is downed, I'm not able to pick someone up through that. They are fucking me over. They're shooting the wrong person, I'll tell you that. But this doesn't, using the other person as a meat bag, they're just dying. That's all they're doing. They're just dying right there. And so, either way, you don't want this to happen. You want to be able to shoot back at them and stop them from shooting either of you.
Okay, but they shoot you. They can still shoot you while you're standing. Okay, especially if they're a half decent player or there's multiple, they're going to shoot the shit out of you. And guess what? You're going to, like, if there's multiple, you're standing still. You are starting the fight by basically standing still. Number 1 rule, don't stand still.
Okay, here's what I will say. First of all, what the fuck was it? Okay, yeah, no. If there are multiple and you feel that alone you can't fight them, you just stick the pickup. You do prone and you do like here's something I have. I have something to show. Let's say, hey, 3 people over there, they have maybe a common speed at best, and you go down right here. I will just prone. I will. Especially if there's cover anywhere, I will prone on top of you and I will pick you up. Because it's not worthwhile to try to get shot. Because I'm not able to fight this. I'm not able to delay this. What matters is getting you up, and then we can fight. But if there's only, one person?
So a
lot of the times, yes.
You want to pick up your teammate and have them fight a 2v3. It might even be in your favor. We're better. We're usually better players fighting less skilled players.
And you will have 15 HP.
But I will have 15 HP.
But a lot of the time, that is good enough. I've seen so many times where having at least one of those people up, where picking up and does actually make the difference that, hey, I had another person here. Even if, if it was like whenever, and sorry for people who are watching this, you weren't there for that. Even when we were playing with Gyoza earlier today, I was sitting there with 15 HP, and I don't have to take shots because someone's taking the shots for me. But I'm still dishing out some damage. And so it's worthwhile picking someone up whenever you're outnumbered. And a lot of the times when you're outnumbered, you do want to prone. You're not fighting this. Especially if you're above the other person you're fighting. If you prone, they can't see you at all. They can't fucking do anything. Otherwise, you stand and you shoot because you don't want them to keep fucking shooting either of you. Because it's really easy to shoot one of you, and if they shoot either of you, it's going bad. And I want to say, whenever you do pick someone up, sometimes you do want to have your gun out, but a lot of the time you might want to do something like this. And here is dual cam.
Here we go.
The dual cam is playing. We now have, this is well-known equal rights activist Swagatonic here. We are here picking them up. We don't have to stand still when we pick someone up. We can move around like this, and for reference, I can still be shot very well. But it's way harder. It's way harder to shoot me whenever I'm moving around in just an absolute circle all the time.
But I also
think
it would be hard to hit if you just prone there.
Well, okay. Here, there is literally no danger at all. But in case there was, and I don't see anyone, or if there are people around me,
okay,
if I do prone, they might find an extremity.
I get in this scenario because the only possible threat would not be one close to you, it'd be one far away, which would be a sniper, which would mean they would hit you if you prone. I understand that. Ryan, get the fuck out of this channel.
I do want to say, and if you're still showing my screen, we can see this. When I say standing still, I don't mean that you have to do this, where you're just sitting there. A lot of the time, the difference between you wanting to stand still or not, let's say I have this thing right here. This is a map I designed. I know, crazy good. It's a house and area. If the person goes down right here, straight up, you can prone, and you
prone.
should prone, because if you stand still right here, 1 angle, 2 angle, 3 angle, and if you're looking, say this way, yeah, you're seeing half the screen. You're seeing half of the danger.
You prone like right. You can't see my mouse, but right there, behind where the staircase. So you prone right there. You can see basically every angle.
Let's say someone goes down right here. I think standing still right here is honestly pretty good, because suddenly you're looking at your field of vision is everywhere you could be attacked from.
No, you prone there. Because
Well,
if they come in to shoot you, stop. They are at an equal disadvantage you are, because you are prone. And so you can just get up and shoot them, and you're on equal fighting. Sit in the similar way with the standing up, except no, you're not. If they get the jump at you, then they have a bigger advantage. If someone jumps me while I'm proning, I would rather get jumped while proning than jumped while standing.
I would say I don't agree, because the last thing I want to do is have to deal with my gun getting stuck inside of me and not being able to get up properly, or really anything. I'd like to be up and ready, and so they're in that corner. Well, I mean, okay, well, what about that? I mean, in my vision, this is a place where you stand. In a place like, shit, someone goes down right here. This is the house right next to area. They go down right here. Then we have a problem. But a lot of the times, I have an idea of where someone's going to come from. They're going to come from an angle that's going to be around here-ish, or here-ish, maybe here-ish. And so I don't want to be prone right next to you and have my vision restricted or not be ready for something. And I can still dodge around while picking you up fairly well. It's kind of hard. But it means that I can be here, ready to fight, rather than just on the ground with my dick in my hands. I don't really know what's going on, you know? And,
okay, but
you know...
I want to propose that they also don't know what's going on. And having that sense of awareness, knowing that you might have to just get up and go shoot a guy, it's essentially the same thing as standing up. You just gotta be aware. Have awareness. Be skilled at the game. Get good.
But part of it is being ready, and sometimes you don't get time to get up, and you don't get time before you're starting to get headed over and over. If you're at the bottom of a hill...
If I am fighting a player who can shoot me and who can look at me and immediately shoot me in the head when they, like, the second they see me, fuck, they deserve that kill. Because that shit would have happened if you're standing still. Or standing up. Because a player like that will beam the shit out of you. Here. Prone here.
This is a place where I think this is a bit of a shittier one.
Commit to the fucking revive.
But by not proning, I can be ready to, first of all, move around because there's an MGL that was fired at me. But a lot of the time, you can see I'm so good, I team kill my friend. But I'm able to fight. I'm able to get really ready in the comp. That was Card 1 squad, by the way. I'm able to be in that fight and be able to do things. And I think a lot of the time when you prone, that's just not always a possibility.
Okay, but also, what if you guarantee a safer pickup? Picking up your friend is more important than maybe getting a few shots off.
Well, a lot of the time, if picking up my friend and getting a few shots off are tied together, as I say. Being able to shoot back and hopefully down someone, hopefully kill someone, maybe just do enough damage to decide to not fuck with you for a while. It's not something that's easy to do when you try to prone, and sometimes, oh, well, you can get up and you can abandon your friend and go deal with the threat. What if they run away? What if they just start running? What if they actually hit shots on you? Well, I want to be able to pick up my friend and hope to God that they can get up in that time. And if I go abandon them, maybe they're low on health, and by abandoning them, maybe I got them up to 80 HP of pickup, and they're at 10, and they just tick right down to death. I don't want that. I want to be able to pick them up, make sure they're picked up, and I want to be able to stand so I can shoot at someone who's trying to stop me from picking this guy up. And so I don't have the ability to abandon. I don't have the ability to try to just hope and pray that it's working out, because a lot of the time it doesn't.
Okay. I think... No, I don't stand picking people up. I don't do that. But from when I used to, suck and, fight back while revving people, you're more likely to get yourself killed in the process because you are hampering yourself by having to pick them up. If you commit to the revive, you do it as safely as possible. You commit to bringing that person up to help you with the fight. Or you go fight it on your own at your full strength. Or it's all or nothing. Don't half-ass it.
Here's the thing. I am used to playing with good players like you, who I can rely on to help me in a fight. And so sometimes I don't think I'm able to 1v3. I don't think I'm able to 1v4. And so because I know you're a good player, I can pick you up and be assured that having you there for that fight to happen is way more useful than me trying to take that fight by myself. Because sometimes maybe I'll get implosion. Maybe some shit will happen to me and I'm just not able to deal with it. By having you in the fight and... Well, okay. That's a different argument. What I mean to say is that it's useful to try to pick you up and be aggressive while picking you up by standing and making sure I'm ready for someone to come at me rather than proning and just hoping. Because a lot of the time, like here is a clip where proning is 100% the right play. I know where someone is and they're not going to come to me. I should prone here. No, I shouldn't. No, I fucking shouldn't. No, because I thought I actually killed both of them, or I killed all of them. I don't. But still, it's likely safe. My point is that sometimes if you know that you're either going to be pushed and by proning you get yourself an extra second, you should prone. If you think that extra second of helping someone or picking someone up will matter and will make the difference, you prone. Sometimes, though, you're just sitting way the fuck back, and you prone if you think that if that extra second of being able to not get shot at will help. But a lot of the time, you need more than a second. And a lot of the time, that comes from standing still and shooting at someone. Oh god, this is another you should prone clip.
This is... Okay, I find this especially in four-mans, like you are right, you absolutely prone.
But here, a lot of the difference is that there's grass everywhere. The grass is hiding me.
Yeah, the grass.
And so by proning,
I get that.
I am incredibly hidden.
But
and that's something that you wouldn't get from standing. But a lot of the time,
I don't play a lot of four-mans, but I am of the opinion that if you are revving someone, especially in a four-man, always commit to the revive. Because, okay, let's say this. You go and one of your teammates like gets unlucky crossbow, they die instantly. And two of your teammates push up, you hold back and pick them up. If those teammates die and you need to take one or two with them, great. Now there is two more rolling up. Now if you had half-assed it and you like peppered them from afar, maybe they probably would have shot you. But they don't see you. They don't notice you because guess what? You're fucking a little while back. You're a tiny little speck. They're worried about the people who are shooting you, who are shooting them. And so you get the revive. You don't draw attention to yourself. They don't immediately process it. There's a delay between, holy shit, there's a guy proning here. There's a bigger delay to, why are there two people? Shit, what the fuck? To, oh, I can see that guy from a mile away, and he's shooting at me. And he's making it very obvious that I should go shoot that guy, and he's picking him up, and I should prioritize that. Because I will tell you what, even a mediocre player knows, shoot the guy who is revving. Stop that.
You're right.
And you are
right.
And you should make it, especially in a four-man where you're trying to keep the squad together, make yourself unknown. Do not make it obvious you are revving someone. Because then they will shoot you. It's like putting a fucking target on your chest and saying, hey, I'm an easy target. Come shoot me. And hey, you'll also make the fight easier for the rest of your team if you go kill me now and stop me from revving them. Go kill me. Shoot me. You are putting a target on your head and saying, well, I can fight my way out of it.
But that's when you have teammates. And you have teammates, so you can afford to prone because you know no one's coming to you. And you know by proning you become a smaller target. You're 100% right. You should prone. But if it's just you and someone else who are still up, or you trying to pick someone else, rather, if you actually have a teammate, you probably should prone. That is to say, a teammate nearby, you should prone. Otherwise, I think if I just have, like, say it's you and I, we're duoing, I gotta pick you up, and I gotta make sure that you're alive, and I gotta make sure that I don't die during that. And by proning, I can't fight back. I'm not ready to fight back. And so, again, if either of us are shot, we're fucked. we're fucked. If you're getting shot on the ground, or I'm getting shot on the ground for this instance, I'm taking damage and you're not picking me up as quickly, or you're taking damage, and you're gonna fucking die.
Okay.
And so there's no ability to abandon each other because we need each other for a fight. But there's also no ability to go out and fight on our own because first of all, the other person dies and suddenly they can be looted, or and rather, you need to dish out damage to make sure get the fuck away from me, get the fuck off of me, or maybe die so that I don't have to deal with you and I can pick you up safely. Because a lot of the time you're just that's not something that you're really afforded.
Okay. I think this is just where the difference of how we used to play, because tell you what, I have been playing solo squad essentially the entire time I've been playing TABG. I've never had a dedicated teammate to play with or someone I could reliably squad up with, besides maybe you, Duel, but like that's a maybe. And so I would rather rely on my abilities to win this 1v4 than try and half-ass it and shoot them. I think the gamble of winning the 1v4 is an easier gamble in my head, or at least, I think it's just an easier gamble than trying to half-ass it and pick them up.
Well, sometimes. And this is a clip, by the way, of when you should abandon your teammate to go pick someone up. Because sometimes the squad you're fighting is dangerous enough that if you try to pick them up, it's just not going to work out. But sometimes, as in, if the squad you're fighting is like fucking coin squad or whatever, suddenly the choice becomes a lot more clear-cut. Either I can pick you up safely, and I know I can pick you up safely, or I can stand up and hopefully make it a little safer, or I don't even try picking you up because you're already fucking dead. Sometimes we have a situation like this where the teammate, or the team we're fighting, they're good enough that I can't stand still and pick up. They're good enough that I can't prone on your body and try to pick you up. Rather, I just need to stop trying to pick someone up at all in the first place because it's just not working out. And this is made worse by the fact that he's continually drifting downhill, so I can't prone without being one with his body on the ground. And that's just not going to work out. One grenade, I'm dead. A lot of the time, you try to pick someone up, one grenade, you're dead. Because you are ball and chained to the person you're trying to pick up. And so it's not worth even trying.
Okay, I'm looking at this clip here. This squad, they look good. They don't look that good. I haven't seen them before. I think...
But they are, based off the damage I take, you can see they are somewhat good enough that if I was to stand still or prone and sit on that guy and try to like really stick it, or what I'm saying, stand still on that guy and hopefully you can shoot up. First of all, they're way uphill. I'm not fucking hitting them. Yeah, second of all, if I stand still, I fucking die. This is a time where you don't even try picking up. You don't even attempt. You don't prone. You don't stand.
I disagree.
The other person is not good enough, or you don't pick up the other person because it's straight up not safe. You need to put all of your skill into fighting this fight rather than trying to ball and chain yourself to someone who's down.
I disagree. I think you...
What do you think?
I think you see this guy dead, don't shoot at them. Not from this range, not from any range. Don't shoot at them. They are clearly occupied. Go and just silently walk up to your teammate and pick him up.
You are seeing a different... Let me give you the context. This trio, the only people they could... The only other people they could be occupied with is me and my teammates behind me. But my teammates behind me are like 100 meters that way. Currently, this guy we see down, Cool Kid, he did some damage, hence the healing grenade. But you can see that... This is never mind. I clipped it badly. I have been shooting at them. I have been drawing attention to myself.
Before he went down? Okay. Then yeah, just commit to the fight here. But I think there's been a lot of moments where I get to fights late, and I will just be like, they're occupied. I'm just gonna pick this guy up. No one's going to see me. No one knows I exist.
But sometimes they will just finish off the down guy. If you don't apply pressure immediately, sometimes they will just finish off the down guy.
Don't finish off a down guy, especially if you know there are other people nearby. This is happening.
That is a good player. Good players don't do that.
Especially when I am playing with, say, Dink or Gyoza or Fredo or other players. Like, whenever like what was it? Me, Indeed, Dink, and you were in the squad, I would show up late, and if you had gone down, they would probably zoom ahead of me. I would just go over and pick you up without a.
And you have teammates. You have teammates to occupy for you, so you
Exactly.
can prone on me and not draw attention to yourself. But again,
Even I was
that's
running a good
if
play,
you have
they wouldn't-
teammates.
Even in a duo situation. Duo situation is a little different. I think you don't even try for the pickup. You full send it. You just commit. You commit to the fight. In a duo scenario, you commit to the fight.
Here's the thing.
I'm
I
not
am
for
taking-
for this argument because trios don't exist.
I'm taking a lot of problem with the fact that you say that that good players don't finish off someone if you know the rest of their squad's coming or something like that.
That's not entirely what I'm saying. I'm saying they won't
Tell me.
commit to it. And the second
They
they
won't-
are applied with force from another player, they will immediately stop doing that and acknowledge the person who is shooting them.
A bit
So
of a-
say if my teammate, if someone came over and they were say, Indy got crossbow, he's down, and Dink is running over and shooting the guy. I just walk over and I pick up Indy.
Mhm.
And
You can
Dink-
apply pressure, and they will immediately focus on whoever's applying pressure.
They will shoot Dink. They will not shoot me. They might shoot
But-
me, but they're not. But if they try and shoot me, Dink will kill them. If they try and shoot Dink, I will pick up Indeed, and they will have 3 players to worry about. They are stuck in a
But-
conundrum where no option is the best option. However, if I half-ass it and I try to also shoot them, they're just go and stand up. They're going to beam me. I'm going to eat shit and die.
I think depending on how close you are depends on if you should stand up in that situation. If you're fighting at, say, Finland, which is currently what I have in my mind, and you're right in that like clearing next to Shaq, if you have died, whoever you're picking up has died right on the edge of that clearing,
You pick that person. You prone and pick the guy up right now.
depending on how far away the people you're fighting are. If they're at Shaq, they'll likely just see you and shoot you, or they'll throw a grenade at you. They'll do something. But if they're like all the way past Shaq and maybe on the other side of that clearing, yeah, you prone. You just prone because you don't want to draw attention to yourself. But sometimes you're just by being there, existing, even prone or not, you do draw attention to yourself. You do need to shoot back. But I also want to say that a lot of the time, the newer players and the more middling players, you need to apply pressure quickly. Say you and I are duoing and you maybe die 80 meters away. I get there and they're likely already trying to finish you off. They're likely already trying to kill you or do some dumb bullshit to you that isn't really... I need to apply pressure, and there's no possibility that I could in that time, try to prone on you and find a way to prone on you. I
Yes.
can focus on the fight, but sometimes maybe you're dying too quickly. Maybe I really need you awake or up for like maybe a next fight that's coming. And
Then
so I need to try to
think
pick you
that's just
up,
I
but
think
I
that's just a
need to
no-win scenario.
also...
Because if you
Well-
try and pick me up, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage. And you were saying you need me for this fight, then you are putting yourself at a disadvantage by trying to pick me up. Especially if they were
But-
trying to gun me down earlier and finish me off. No, you commit to that fight. You know what you do? You chuck an implosion at them while they're trying to finish me, and then you smite them.
Well, sometimes I don't have enough time for that. Sometimes, maybe it's you and I, we're duoing, and we've taken on a trio, or you've taken on a trio by yourself somewhere inside of, say, Finland again. And you've gone down to them, but they're not good. But I know later in this lobby, very soon, good players are here. They are listening. They know a fight's going on. I need you alive. And so I have no choice but to sit there, stand, and stomp my feet on the ground next to you and pick you up. And just hope I can pick you up and hope I can apply enough pressure that either I can, on the way, down one of the people, scare one guy off, and while picking you up, I can maybe down another and have you up ready for the next fight that's coming that's way more worth worrying about so that you're not dead. Whether I focused on the fight or focused on picking you up, I wouldn't have been able to focus on picking you up. But I need you to be alive at all, or else I won't win the next fight that's coming.
I think that is a bigger gamble than just full sending it. I see. Okay, you're putting it with pop-up. I gotta keep switching back. Okay, I think that is.
No, this is me scrolling through.
Okay. Just back to duel, I guess. I think it's just way too big of a risk. essentially you're one-manning the fight while disadvantaging yourself for I don't think it's worth it. You're putting yourself at a
Sometimes you
disadvantage
can
now
one-man a
for
fight.
maybe an advantage later, but it's a gamble. Also, Fredo, what the fuck did you send me?
Sometimes it is a gamble, and sometimes it is worth the risk. Because say that we're fighting somewhat bad players, but like kind
Okay.
of middling enough. I can try to pick you up, and if I can maybe with like 75% of my effort by just standing still and trying to pick you up and force it. I know that if I can likely delay this fight long enough, but most importantly, the gamble isn't if I'll win the fight, because I know I'll probably win just by applying some pressure at all. Maybe I'll down 1 or 2. The gamble is gone because I know, as in, well, okay, I can take on this squad by applying pressure, but I need you to be alive. I need you because I can rely on you as a teammate to be alive for a later, much more difficult fight. That if I hadn't tried to pick you up for during this fight here, you won't be alive for that next one, and I won't be alive after that next one because I'll just fucking die. I need you to be alive so that we can take on that next fight together. I'm gonna keep it real with you. There are times where you do want to prone on someone. There are times where you want to prone on someone. Sometimes you do just need to stand still and shoot while picking someone up because there's no fucking choice. You gotta pick them up. You gotta make sure that both you and this person are safe while applying definitely a smaller amount of pressure and definitely way less safe for you, but you just need to make sure the other person's alive for something that'll come later.
Okay, but also if you die there you're risking yourself dying. If you die, guess what? You're both dead. It's a
Well,
gamble.
I'm also risking dying by trying to take a fight by my own.
But also, it's less of a risk. You're still taking the fight on your own. You're
Sometimes.
taking the fight on your own at a disadvantage.
And I want to say, this would almost certainly not be the case. This would almost certainly, like, trying to pick someone up when there's danger, almost not entirely non-existent if you can't rely on your teammate. But if I can rely on our teammate, I am picking them up because I know that them being there is way safer, even if they're at a low HP or whatever, way safer than me trying to take a fight on my own. And so I need that other person to be alive, or else I am just as good as they are. I'm fucking dead.
Oh shit. I still moved the background. The fucking thing that Fredo sent, I just moved it around your head on the full recording.
So you're fucking.
So it's just gonna like track you. But I think this just might be a different on how we play the game, because I almost never am like playing well with squad mates. Like even if I'm just playing with duel, I'm probably fucking running 5 Berettas like, or some shit, because you know, fuck it, it's funny.
Terrible idea.
Yeah.
What if you're playing with bats?
What
What
if
if you're playing with bats and you need to make sure that the streamer has good footage, and you need to make sure the streamer is having fun so that they stay on the game?
Then I'm going to like wipe half the squad, wait for them to pick up their teammates, because they're of course gonna do that, and go pick up bats. Because I'm gonna be so real. If I'm fighting a good player in a bat stream, I'm just gonna go fight them and make sure he doesn't have to deal with them. I'm going to try and mop the floor with them. I'm going to try and go solo with them. You see?
And what if bats goes die? What if bats goes to die somewhere? You're in the middle of a fight. You have a launch pad. It's a real difficult fight. But bats goes down 250 meters away. He's going to die, and so you're going to need to go to him. You need to drop everything.
No, it's
you don't know what the risks are.
You finish the fight and then you go to him. The goal is to
A lot of the time, that's not good enough.
remove the tryhard from the streamer's game.
A lot of the time, you don't have time because maybe those shitter players who killed the streamer, maybe they're just bad enough that they'll always finish that guy off whether they have the good guns for it or not. They'll just shoot them. They'll shoot them with whatever gun they have. They'll MP40 finish the guy.
Yeah.
You need to apply pressure, but hey, that streamer health, he's still taken down while you're fighting that fight. You'd better go pick him up so he doesn't die while you're fighting it. Because a lot of time, the duration of a fight's long enough that the down person's dead.
Okay, but I also assume, because it's fucking bats, I gotta try hard to help them out. I would probably, in this scenario, just try to remove the tryhard from the server as fast as possible, and then if I say, hey, drop back over here, there's a bunch of shit, I'll give you their loot. And then they could just enjoy the rest of the game without fear
But
of that
morale is worth a lot. And so a lot of the time, a lot of what you need to do in TABG is make sure other people are having fun. It's why I don't immediately tell someone off for friendly fire at me. Hey, man, why you doing that? Or I'll say it in some funny way that will make them think like, ha ha ha, okay, I'll maybe stop this. Because if I make their morale go lower, they're not going to play. They're not going to be on any longer. Or maybe they're just going to they're going to be incredibly doomer post anytime they get down. And it'll just stack on top of itself.
Okay,
just over and over doomer posting. You need to make sure they stay alive so they don't die.
Never seen fucking Bad's doomer post. He's always basically shit posting.
Is there anyone that you might play with who doomer posts? Because I can think of quite a few.
I don't really play with a lot of people, to be honest.
I do. I have to deal with people who doomer post a lot.
Sounds like a skill issue to me.
Sometimes they're good at the game. Other times they're just... Sounds like a skill issue. You're telling me you can't kill the entire enemy squad in time? I'm sorry. That sounds like an HCSI, hardcore skill issue. I'm just saying. I will make a note of it. Anytime you and I play together, I will make a fucking note of it. Hey, B, I'm gonna stand still and pick you up. Hey, B, I'm gonna stand up while picking you up this time.
I'm gonna do the same thing to you. Hey, I'm proud of you. I'm gonna go fight these guys first.
All right. You know what? Guys? I'm gonna leave it real with you. B is wrong here.
What the fuck are you on?
B is incredibly incorrect. And before I hand this off to Gyoza, I'm just gonna reiterate this. Make sure y'all say in the description. Make sure. I don't know how to change my camera settings to have it go to all black and white. But make sure y'all in the comments say what your opinion is on this matter. What do y'all do when picking up your teammates who you can always rely on to do what they need to for a fight and for helping you? And honestly, they never go down, but just in case they did, maybe they killed themselves on accident. What do you do?
Okay, ignore everything that Duel just said and everyone comment boobs.
This is a bunch of Adderall and I'm gonna put...
You fucking evil.
Okay, Gyoza, what do you have to say? What are your final decision? Who is winning this debate?
Like, tough call. Mainly because I lost most of the details because you guys have a tendency to just kind of, like, talk over each other.
You know, Gyoza, it's alright if you make the decision entirely based off your own emotions and not based off the debate at all. It's alright if you just say, maybe one of us mod abuse and the other one doesn't.
Hey, listen here. Just because we don't talk about
Duel, that's not there's no really points in your favor if you're gonna try and go down that road. I'm gonna be honest. Both of you are equally annoying to me.
You know, I've always looked up to you as a father figure.
What
No,
hell no. Okay. I don't know. I think that. I would say that obviously, like, the boring yet correct answer is that it depends on the scenario, who's in the lobby, who you're playing with, yada. Yes, that's why I prefaced this by saying this is the boring answer. So, obviously, it depends on the scenario. Better players will recognize that you're probably going to do that, and will try and exploit that to get free kills on people who are, well, prone instead of standing, and being more able to fight. Newer players don't know this, they don't know what to expect, so you can kind of just get away with it. That being said, for a not boring answer, it is tough. I'd say...
Sound.
Don't worry about it.
I heard that.
Don't worry about
That's on the recording, Duel.
Don't worry about it.
Anyway, sorry for cutting you off. What's your final verdict? Is that I win and I'm awesome?
I think that B is slightly more in favor here.
Wait. Before you say anything, let's keep into account personal favor. What if I draw one PF? What if I draw one thumbnail for you?
No,
and I'm sure it'll be a great thumbnail.
I win.
Great thumbnail for you.
Hey.
I win. I win.
Let's ask this one guy in this one chat called Fentanyl Bunny now. What do you think he says?
I smoked you. I said I would do it. I called it. I smoked you in the debates. Wasn't even close. You even brought clips. I won.
B.
I won.
You won by like 2%.
It was an absolute landslide. Huge.
It was
victory.
not. It was not.
Here's a duo.
And if you give it
Whatever
up,
you
I'm
say,
gonna
I
make
can
it-
just cover your face with the fucking
Another
stupid thing that
landslide
Fredo made.
election. Another landslide election.
Another
God, the
one.
corruption.
Frodo was the clear winner of this debate, despite not
Great.
participating.
Yet another
Yeah.
Fredo win.
See?